Hey, what's up? Nick here. So today we got something special for you. We have the Mezco Toyz Toy Fair exclusive blade from the 112 Collective Pose Play Display. This was only available if you went to the Toy Fair, if you were nice enough to be invited to their press release. So here is the box. Very simple, very akin to the convention exclusives. So I'll move this aside. And we'll start off. There's a lot that came with this figure, so we're going to start off with the base just to get it out of the way. Nice base, plain, simple. It has the word blade on it. You know, I like a symbol instead of a words, but it works. It's great. Okay, we'll put this down. I'm going to move the camera down for you guys just a little bit. Okay, so let's get the main man out here so you guys have something to look at while we go over everything else. So here is Blade. The costume, I am not sure what the costume is from. Very reminiscent of the 90s, if you ask me. We'll go over the pose articulation. All right, so he's got a neck joint, or a head joint, I should say. A little bit of flashing on the neck, too. Knock that off when I switch his heads. It went off on its own. Okay. Ball joint at the head. Neck joint, independent. So you got the neck. Shoulder joints. Double jointed elbow, which is, I do believe, new from Mezco to be starting to add that in. A lot of people have been complaining about the single jointed elbows. So now they got the double jointed in there. Ball jointed wrist. So it's the same on the other side, obviously. Ab crunch. A little bit there. A little bit limited by the costume, but that's fine. It's in there, though. Same with the waist. Hips. Double jointed knees. Boot cut. And ankle. All solid, all looking good. All right. So let's start off with his head. Going over this stuff. So this is the first head that he comes with. Looks fantastic. Tattoos on the back, which there's a reason I'm pointing out the tattoo on the back. So that's the first head. You get 4 heads. Yeah, I said it. 4 different heads. So foot peg is in the front of the foot. Okay. So that's the first head. That's one that comes with him on the package. Second head is the vampire showing off his fangs. So the reason I point out the tattoo on the back is because this one also has a tattoo that matches the neck. So if you were to put this one on, you had him like turn so you see his back, then the tattoo would match up. Fantastic sculpt that you can actually see inside his mouth, the eyes, the teeth. It's all done very, very, very well. All right, so we'll put that over here. Yep. Okay, so next head we got is we have a bald version. Tattoo is different. The tattoos on this one are different. No tattoo. So if you were to put this one on, the neck is not going to match the back of the head because of that fact. But I think it's a small gripe. It is something to note. Fantastic sculpting. I love when they do their own renditions of comic book characters because they really don't have to base off of any specific actor or actress when it does it with the movies. So they really have free reign. As long as it looks close to the actual comic book character, they're in good, which I think this does. So here's the other head. This is more of a stern looking head, no teeth showing. So you have 2 different styles that you can go with. You can go with the one with the hair or the one that's bald. 2 different styles of tattoos. Remember, those 2 connect with the back of the neck. These 2 do not. All right. A lot of accessories. Let's start off with... let's go with the boring thing, the hands. Even though there's a ton of hands, let's just get them out of the way. All right, so we got 2 gripping hands for all the wonderful guns. Well, this is actually more of a pointing hand. This is probably for the spikes and the throwing blade that he comes with. So he's got 2 of those. He's got more of an open hand. 2 fingers out. You got the grip hand. It's another open, pointy hand. There's so many hands. Another trigger hand. We don't need to show that off again. Another open hand-esque. You get a, I guess you could call it a karate chop hand or a defensive block hand, where it's just like basically a flat hand like this. It's only for the right hand, so keep that in mind. You get two of the open, well, it's an open fist. Good for gripping swords. He does come with two of them. So this is the hand you would use if you wanted to use both swords with both hands. So you get two of those. And the last one you get is thumbs up hand, which is open. So you could put a sword in there, but the thumb is directly up. Why? I don't know. But that's all the hands you get. Now let's see what we can put in those hands. Let's start off with handgun. Beautifully sculpted, beautifully painted. Magazine does come out. You do get a second clip. Clip, not magazine, clip. The back of the gun, or the top of the gun, does slide to give the appearance of unloading. Sorry, that was a lot of focus there for a minute. And into the loaded position. You also get a submachine gun. Also, now this is a magazine clip, I do believe. Does come out. You can even see the bullet in there. That loads perfectly right back in there. You do get a second clip as well for this. And the last gun you get is this beautiful, I do believe I would call it a tactical shotgun. Pump does slide. Does give you a shoulder clip. So it can go over his shoulder and he can carry it. Beautifully done. This one is very impressive. Okay, so with the guns themselves, with the pistol and the submachine gun, I'm not sure if the shotgun, like, yes, you could with the shotgun as well. They all have holes in the front of them. And the reason that they have holes is because you get two effects. So there's the first one with the bullet at the end. See how the bullet's there? So you can give it that motion effect of being fired out of the gun. And you also get, I guess this is for the shotgun. No bullet, just a straight up blast effect. It's yellow with a bit of smoke to it. So I don't know if it's picking up very well on the camera or not. So there you go. So the two effects, 3 guns. Let's go over, he comes with 6. Yeah, I said it, 6 spikes. Now these spikes are red. They are very chromed red. So there's that candy red, I guess would be the best way to describe it. Beautifully painted. 6 of these. Be careful with them. You can easily lose them. You get 2 of the, I don't even know what these are called. They look like hand blades. They will match the spikes. They will go in his holsters right here and here. So, and the gun goes here, spikes go there. So that's all he really carries if you were to put them on there. So these both fit on each side of him. No reason to leave them in the package. They give you 6 spikes. You can only put 3 on his legs, so you have 3 extra in case you wanted to set up a little scene with him like spiking vampires. You still got 3 in his belt. Okay, so the spike, the blade, blade. Here are his swords. Now I'm going to go over the uniqueness of this one compared to the one that's going to be coming out at the very end. So you'll know what the differences are. So this one is a beautiful piece. It comes with, there's 2 of these identical. Black scabbard with the red highlighting. The sword itself is all black with the nice red blade. Let's get that in focus. Come on. There we go. Beautifully done. Beautifully painted. So the reason why I left this one for last is we also get a holster. for the two blades. There's a metal plate on the back. So if you actually take the figure, magnetically just attaches to his back. I'm not sure if it's supposed to point downward or if it's supposed to be upward. That I'm not sure about, but the blade and scabbard fit in there, I do believe, like so. No force needed, just pops right in there. Or does it turn this way? It might turn this way. There we go. So one, and then it's always nice when a figure can carry all the accessories that he has, or at least a good portion of them. Now, I did leave one particular accessory out. It's one of my favorite accessories that he comes with, and he comes with a lot of them. All right, so let's take the swords off. So what he does come with, and he comes with a lot of them because he has 4 different heads. He comes with 8 pairs of sunglasses. Yep, 8 pairs of sunglasses, 4 copies of each. And okay, so keep this in mind. I'll put them down for a second. Keep this in mind. These sunglasses are all individual. You have 4 pairs with red lenses and 4 pairs with black lenses. I'll show you the black ones in a moment. Be very careful with these. Do you see how thin this plastic is? I could see a lot of people breaking these. So be mindful that they fit perfectly onto him. Put them on each side. Right there, they hook right around his ears. And there you go. Look how amazing that looks. It changes the look completely just by slapping a pair of sunglasses on him. And they give you 4 different pairs, so you can actually have his head displayed, like I have it with the headstands, with the sunglasses if you chose to or not. So we'll put him back there like this. I'll bring forward this one. And we'll put the black sunglasses on this head here. Gently. Remember, you want to be very careful with these. I'm not saying that they're fragile. I haven't broken any, thank God. But remember, there's thin plastic, and you're trying to stretch it around a head. So keep that in mind. But look at that. Adds such a new level to each head sculpt just by giving you a pair of sunglasses. So that's really fun that you almost get 8 different versions of a head because you have 4 different heads and you put the sunglasses on them. You get multiple combinations: red sunglasses, black sunglasses, with or without. I love the variety. Really gives you the opportunity to change how your character looks as opposed to somebody else who has the same figure. All right, so I have the catalog nearby so I can take a look. Comes with less pairs of hands. Okay, so this was a Toy Fair exclusive. You can only get it if you were there. He's ridiculously expensive on the secondary market, which means that people who were there were selling them, which isn't what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to keep these because it's supposed to be a thank you for being at the event. That being said, people do what they want to do. So the regular version will come with these blades, but they will be in silver. This spike, I'll be doing a review of him when I get him in, but this spike will be in silver as well. The swords, the scabbard will be black, all black, no red highlights. The blade itself will be all silver. No handgun. You do get the tactical shotgun, and you do get the submachine gun. Blade himself will be completely different. It looks like from the lower half down will be the same, except for these red highlights will be silver. Above that, he'll just have on a black shirt. You have a trench coat, very reminiscent of the Blade movie Wesley Snipes. You will only get these 2 heads. So you'll get the stern head and the vampire, or the showing off his fangs, daywalker face. The bald head sculpts are not included. So when you get the regular release, that's what you'll get. You'll get a smaller assortment of hands. You only get 4, as opposed to the ton that I have in front of me: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 different versions of hands that you get with that guy. So there's the differences between the two. Like I said, I'll be doing a review of the regular version when he comes out. This one is very niche. So if you love Blade as a character, you're going to be killing yourself to try to get one of these. If you wanted both versions as well, is he worth the crazy amount that people are charging on the secondary market? Only if you're a diehard fan. Only if you're really a completist of Mezco, or if you're a true and hard fan of Blade, would I suggest you going after this character, or this model, I should say. Overall, he's beautiful. The double jointed elbows, the double jointed knees, all the accessories. Does so many accessories. All that is so well done and so perfectly done. This is the way that Mezco is going. They're really stepping up their game, because this figure is top notch. I didn't even point out that he even has tattoos on his arms. Like, they even go up his arms. So all that detail that they put into this character, all the love they put into these toys that they're doing now, it's absolutely amazing what they're doing. I didn't go over what I typically do, which is what is plastic and what is fabric. All plastic, 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 plastic. Let's get these glasses off of them. What's really fabric is just the pants, which is more like a pleather, and the chest, which is kind of like a, you can see fabric here, but then there's also some like vinyl that's been like printed onto it. So there is always a possibility of that cracking over time. So just keep that in mind as to what kind of pose you put him in. If you do start to crease this, it could cause a wear. So if you're going to pose him, either pose him in what's classically called the museum pose, which is just like this, if you know what a museum pose is, or try to keep this chest piece from having any creases in it, because I think that over time that could break down or just splinter or crack. I'm not saying it will, I'm just saying it could. But like I was saying, this figure is beautiful. It's a very great niche homage to Blade. I think people are very eager to get a Blade figure, so when this one came out prior to the regular release, people were a bit upset about that. But what can you do? It is what it is. This is the figure that they gave out for everybody to enjoy that came to the event. I'm very grateful to Mezco for being able to go. I love their product to begin with. I've been seeing them, and I've been going to their events for quite a few years. This is one of their top-notch figures that they've given out. So, simply put, fantastic figure overall. Great to have in your collection if you love Blade. If you don't love Blade, just wait for the regular release. Don't kill yourself trying to get this version. He's worth it if you love the character. If you don't love the character, you're not missing out on too much, because he's so expensive. Don't kill yourself over it. There will be a version that will come out that will you'll fill the niche of Blade in your collection. So I know this video ran long. I'm looking at my clock right now. It's 18 minutes long. There was a ton of accessories. I went on about, what the other version is going to look like, so on and so forth. But overall, fantastic figure. I know he looks a bit dark on camera. I don't know if it's just my lighting. New camera and all. So just to give you an idea of what his face looks like, because when I put him back here, it looks really dark. So there you go, guys. The look at Toy Fair's Blade exclusive. Fantastic. So that's all I got. So I guess I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.